Hi everyone, welcome to Questing episode
Ding.
2. And today we have a guest. I'm gonna call. I was gonna say Greggles. I have a friend named Greg, and I call him Greggles. So I hope you don't mind if sometimes I might say Greggles. But welcome in, Greg.
Thanks, Lily.
And also, of course, my co-host Coen. Welcome everyone.
Hello.
Yeah, if you want to call me Greggles, that is fine. Call me whatever you want.
Yay! Okay. So, I don't know, Greg, did you want to have a little introduction about yourself? Tell us what your background is and how you got into Lorcana?
Yeah, sure. So I used to play a lot of strategy games as a kid. I got Risk as a birthday present. I reckon I was 7 or something like that. And used to sort of have to bully my family into playing because no one else was real big on it. And then I played Magic: The Gathering with my dad, but we didn't really know the rules or know how to build decks, so it was just really for fun. And then, I played Hearthstone when that came out for probably 5 years and grinded that, and that was good fun, but got a bit of burnout, so just gave it up, and the power creep made it a lot less fun because you would just lose to a lot of nonsense. Yeah, just too much nonsense. Like too many one-shot combos. It's just like, I just want to play things on the board and like attack things, and it just no longer became the game that I wanted to play. Took a bit of time off that. I got big into Settlers of Catan over COVID. I was streaming that quite a lot. I was streaming sort of 5 days a week before work.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was good. That's kind of how I grew my channel. No, I've made a lot of friends playing that. It's a lot of fun. It's nice. And then won a few tournaments, had a bit of success, and then my partner and I just got sort of sucked into Lorcana. We went to PAX in October last year and played like the intro kind of session and bought the gateway box, and that was the gateway drug for us. So here we are.
What a perfect name, hey? Gateway?
Gateway, it doesn't lie.
Yeah.
It's right there in front of you.
I think that was similar to Kun, right? Where you just tried the gateway?
Exactly the same. At PAX, play it, buy the gateway, and I didn't get sucked into it instantly because no one played it. It's like, I have no one to play, so I'm going to play Pokemon. And then eventually Lorcana came back, so that's why we're here.
Well, at least they know now that PAX worked. PAX definitely worked for them.
Oh, massively, yeah.
So that's good. Yeah, because I remember seeing there was always people interested to learn to play. So that was really cool of them to have that. Yeah.
I mean, they had a massive booth. Like, you couldn't go around them. Like, they were in the middle of the convention. And they were like, come to play Disney. See these shiny new things.
Yeah, that's so true. It was like at the barrier between like the video games and the board games was this huge Lorcana table that you really couldn't avoid. So
I wonder if they'll do it again, because last time they did sell first chapter, so I'd be interested if they will do it again. There is rumors that people think that they're going to reprint first chapter, so I'd be interested in that, but I don't think it's true. But there are rumors, just because people are seeing them a little bit more now, or randomly, so I don't know. We'll see.
Would be cool.
Yeah, well, they're going to be at Supernova.
Oh, really?
Yes, there's a booth. There's going to be a booth at Supernova. Not a Lorcana booth. It was like a pop-up Disney store, sorry, should I say.
Right.
And last time I believe the one in Brisbane had the first chapter boxes, and I asked my friend to buy it for me because they sell it at $2.89. Because they sell all their boxes for $2.89 or something like that.
Right.
So first chapter being at that price is pretty sweet. And I also got Enchanted from that box. So far, any box that I buy from events, I've been pretty lucky with my Enchanteds. Every box I've had an Enchanted.
All right.
So, I got Belle. That was my second Belle. And the other one was I want to say Mickey. I think I got a Mickey Mouse. Yeah.
So what you're saying, Lily, is that if your viewers need a box, they should get you to buy it from a convention.
Well, I mean, I could if I would, but like it's only one per person, I'm sure.
Oh, really? No, they put a limit on it.
Yeah. Oh, for first chapter, I think they did.
I see. Yeah. Maybe not now that the game's been out a year. They might want to sell it a bit more. Who knows?
I feel like first chapter they're trying to keep it like more a high price kind of thing, hot item.
Oh, big time. Yeah, I think they love charging $15 to $20 for a booster or first chapter. I don't think they have any plans to change that business model.
Yeah. So one per person might keep that in control. Okay, so let's move on. So let's talk about your DLC experience. And I know that might have been, seems like some time ago, but it wasn't some time ago. It just, so how was your experience of commentating, and why would you do that again, or would you play next time?
If I get offered again, I'll definitely do it. Yeah, so I guess leading up to the event, probably 6 to 8 weeks before, they put out like a post that was like, hey, if you've got like a socials or a stream or whatever, then apply because we're looking for casters. I don't know, did you see that one, Lil, when that came out originally? I did see
it, and everyone was like, Lils, everyone just, I was like, guys, I just want to play.
Yeah, I was of that mindset, but it was more like I have a pretty small Twitch channel and I play a pretty niche board game that not a lot of people follow. So, like, why would they pick me? So I didn't even bother applying. But then, yeah, a few weeks out from the event, I got a message from Jeff, who's one of the managers at Box Hill Good Games. And he was like, hey, like, you've got a stream, right? I was like, yes, I do. And he was like, yeah, they're still looking for, like, a second caster. So contact this person, which was Trent at TAC Games. So, yeah, sent him an email and sort of gave him my background and a bit about my Twitch channel. And, yeah, he sent it through to RV and Disney and got it all signed off. So, yeah, then with, like, less than 2 weeks to go, I went from planning what deck I was going to play and, like, last-minute adjustments to casting, which I guess was a different set of preparation and skills entirely.
Yeah.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like, it was such a crazy change, and it was just like it definitely had the nerves leading into it, but it's like, man, I no longer have to worry about like my deck and like all these things that everyone's stressing out about, and I'm just like, man, I'm out. I'm out.
So what deck would have you played?
I would have played red blue. Yeah, I would have played just your pretty standard red blue list with the Sisus and the. I would have had the Manas in, I would have had the Sharks in, and I had 2 Pirates Lives at that point. I was also running blue faster because I got the Enchanted. So I still run that card, even though I genuinely think it's pretty bad in that deck, but it's just, it looks nice. So
yeah, I mean, it played pretty well when I played against you, when you had the blue faster in there. It played pretty well. I mean, it was definitely a shock for me. Like, I was like, damn, how do I deal with this now? Yeah,
it's good against some decks, but just it's so risky to run big characters like that. But it's just like, man, the Enchanted, he's so spunky. I'm like, oh,
he's beautiful. He's definitely beautiful. He's so colorful. But we had really close matchups.
We did.
Both of my matchups were pretty close from memory. So going into set 7, I know that you were just saying before. Sorry, I was going to ask you though. Do you think DLC will come back to Melbourne?
I don't know. I mean, I don't have any inside info on this, so I couldn't tell you. My guess is if they're going to run another one, I would think it might go to Sydney. Just because it's not DLC Melbourne, it's DLC Oceania, so I'd be a little bit surprised if they did it in Melbourne. And I think I think Sydney, in terms of internationals, I think the connections are a little bit better for a lot of places, so it would not surprise me. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be New Zealand, maybe it'll be Southeast Asia. I guess we'll wait and see.
Yeah, I heard the rumor is it could be potentially be Brisbane, because all of like the event, like people, eventers, and do all that kind of stuff are in Brisbane. But that's just another rumor. It's all these rumors, right? But I also did hear it's most likely, look, maybe Australia had their chance and now they're like, we're moving on. We're going to go to, your Southeast Asia, which will be really fun. I think that'll be such a cool experience to go to another country for a DLC. I think it'll be so much fun. A lot of money, for sure, if you're not going to make it anywhere to the top 100 even.
Yeah.
But it's still fun. But if you get to commentate that'd be cool.
That would be sick. Yeah, that would be so cool.
I was wondering. Yeah, I was wondering, Greg. Like,
yep.
There are so many decks that come to a DLC. How do you prep when you're commentating? You call out like possible lines that someone can take, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you prep it for like especially in the early stages of the tournament, the different types of decks that can be out there, and how do you know all the matchups and if I play, for instance, Diggy Diggy Hole versus Red Blue, what you're going to say, because that seems like crazy to me. Like the amount of knowledge you need just to give like an accurate report and not have Twitch chat spam you to death with he's ruining it.
Oh, the first thing you'll learn if you ever do commentating is Twitch chat is going to crucify you no matter what you do. So just throw that out the window. That's a given. That's a given. Yeah, I think you don't want to BS people. I think you want to. You probably have expertise in maybe 2 or 3 decks that you're very familiar with, and you'll probably know most of the matchups. So I think on those you can give a lot of detail. And beyond that, I think you really don't need to necessarily... You don't need to be a master of every deck. You just need to understand deck archetypes and the win conditions that this deck is trying to execute. And I think that is a skill that's not exclusive to Lorcana. And I think if you've played like Magic or Hearthstone or whatever, then you will have sort of years of experience already on that. That would sort of be my advice. Just don't pretend like you know everything. Just try and approach things from like an archetypal perspective. Yeah. And then in the matchups that you do have expertise on, then that's awesome, and you sort of go into a bit of a deep dive. But beyond that, just sort of say, all right, well, this deck's trying to be more aggressive, and if this deck can sort of shut down what they're doing in the early game, then they can usually run over them in the late game, that sort of thing. So I think you try and just approach it from more high level, and most likely the people watching will also be, a lot of them will be new to the game or beginners. So you don't need to be a real expert on everything that you're talking about.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think that was probably another reason why I kind of didn't want to go for the commentating, because I just didn't feel like I was suitable for it. I would not have a clue. Like, I can't even English some of the cards properly. It would have been a terrible time. But I'm so glad that you did it. It was nice to see your face up there. I was very proud. I was like, I know him. I was like,
yeah, thanks. Yeah, it was heaps of fun, and like I said, I'd gladly do it again. I did want to play it. It was kind of hard not playing when I made all this mental preparation, but
true. But at least you made up for it. It's the set champs, right?
Yeah, that's right. I sort of got all that competitive juice out of my system at Store Champs, which, man, I think we played Store Champs, Saturday, Sunday, and then DLC, and then Store Champs. I think it was like 4 or 5 weeks in a row where it was just Saturday, Sunday, Lorcana. Mm-hmm. I don't know what you guys were like, but it was exhausting. It really was.
I took a break after the DLC. Even though I didn't play, I was just an attendee. I just needed a week break. Like, hey, Lorcana this week.
Yeah.
I have other people in my life that I need to give attention. These cards are soaking it all up.
It wasn't that. It's money as well, right? Because playing the set chance cost us what? Like $30 each time?
30 to 50 depending on the store, yeah.
Yeah, and then you've got 2, if you go with your partner, that's 2 of you. It's like, yeah, it was a lot. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Pete and I went pretty crazy. It's like, I don't know what. Like, when it's so funny when I play Lorcana, I'm like, this is chill. It's just a Disney game. It's just Lorcana. And then competitive seasons kicks in. You're like, I want that. And then you're like, I'll spend all money. But yeah.
That scar though, that enchanted scar. When I saw it, I was like, usually I don't give 2 cents about enchanteds.
You're right.
You know, if I get one, cool. But I saw that scar, it's like, hey, that's looking good.
Yeah,
I want that. Yeah. And it's the same for this set again. Like the hero card, if you put it on screen, that's amazing. How the card, like that's one that I really want.
Yeah,
totally.
Really, really nice. But I don't know what the mat looks like. I don't think they've shown us what the mat will look like. I mean, we know it's going to be the same art, but I still think like it looks nice to figure out how it look like, you know, on a mat.
It's interesting some of the changes they've made because the mats you only get the champions mat. I think that's starting this season.
Yes, correct.
They have the championship mat already.
Oh, did they
I think it's this.
That?
I think it is exactly the same one as the enchanted card that you will get from Top 8.
Top 8.
It's just this.
Yeah. But I think I'd just like to know how it will look like, you know, lengthwise, like, you know, how, because usually in a card, like, they kind of have to crop it, right? To be the card. Yeah. So I'm just wondering what it will look like. Either way, I want it, okay? I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Either way, my competitive side will come out and then I will be a sulky loser. But because there's only one now, so even more sulky.
Yeah, it's tough.
But everyone will get a participation card this time.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's such a fantastic change. Like, it feels so much better if you show up and you pay your money, and even if you don't do well or you don't make top 8, you get like it's not just a promo card, it's like this is the set 7 promo card to prove that you went to store champs. I think that's awesome.
100%. Yeah.
That's true. I do like that idea, and I feel like it will. So when kids come or when their families come to play with their kids, it makes it a little bit better so the kids don't, you know, be upset that they didn't get anything. So
the kids, Lily, the kids.
Have you seen the Lorcana crowd? They're all kids at heart. Let's say that.
True.
I mean, there'll be one child in, I don't know, 50 of us, probably. And they're like tweens. I wouldn't call them child. They'd be like tweens, you know, kind of age. But maybe in America, I feel like in America they have more children playing. And definitely I've seen a few more in Europe. There's definitely more of a bigger children base playing it, which is really fun. And I wish they would do that in Australia a bit more. But I mean, yeah, I guess adults over children, I guess right now in Melbourne or Australia. All right, so let's talk about set 7. How excited are you guys? I'm like still on the high of set 7. I've opened 6 boxes. Yes, 6 boxes.
Yeah.
Dang.
I know. And you know what's really bad? Okay, so I will tell you about my 6 boxes and I'll tell you about my chase cards and you guys can let me know what your chase cards are. Definitely, in terms of enchanteds, I want the Aurora and the Hercules. Have I got them? No. And then in terms of the actual cards itself, like I wanted obviously Tamatoas because everyone's hyping them up and you just need a playset. And also I really wanted to play a Mulan deck. So I've got all the Mulan cards and I recently I bought some Mickey Mouse, the legendary Mickey Mouse, to put in my deck just in case. But now I kind of don't know if I want to play them in my Mulan deck. But I've got everything for that now, so I'm set. So the only things that I'm missing pretty much now is just trying to fill up play sets of everything. But yeah. So how about Greg, you tell us what are your chase cards for the set?
Yeah, I was playing red blue most of the time last set, but yeah, I'm not sure I want to keep playing blue. I want to be a bit more of a hipster. I don't want to just play the OP stuff. So yeah, I think I might go back to good old green steel. And there hasn't been a lot that's come out for it this set, but it just feels like it might be in a good position. So
I vibe with you, man. That's exactly the colors I play.
Yeah, I am hoping it does well, because it's just like I versed one guy at a winner box just leading into DLC, and he basically said when you play green steel, it's like you're not playing Lorcana, you're just playing a different game. Because like what you're doing and interacting with your opponent's hand is very different to every other deck. So I think that's pretty cool. In terms of chase cards, we wanted the Jafar Enchanted, and then a friend of ours cracked one at Sealed last weekend, so he gave that to Sarah, which was pretty nice. So she was pretty chuffed about that one, because she's hoping to put it in a Jafar wheel deck, I think, for next set, for Reign of Jafar.
Yes.
Yes.
Love that for her. There'll be. I wonder if they'll do another Enchanted of Jafar next set, though. Do you know what I mean?
There'll be at least one. There would be at least one.
I feel like, has there only been doubles? Oh, Cinderella has 2 Enchanteds.
Bella's 2 Enchanteds.
Oh, yeah, true. So maybe they will. I've been thinking that they only have 1. So yeah, they probably.
Well, Jafar has 2 now, because the wheel Jafar card has an Enchanted as well.
Oh, I didn't. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for another Jasmine then, like in her red outfit. Ooh.
That would be sick. I'd love to play like a red-green Aladdin deck. That would be sick.
Aladdin has to be good at one point.
I know. All of his cards are like this close to being good, but they're just not. It's like, oh, come on.
Next set. Calling it now. It's Jafar. And then, okay, so what about you, Coen? What is your chase cards and your pulls? So
I opened 1 box, 2 troves, and I've been to a couple of sealed events. That was really fun. I really enjoy sealed. That's probably my favorite game mode in Lorcana.
Yeah, me too.
Like limited is just so much fun. But if you hear anything on the background, it's my cat going crazy.
Sounds like a.
Oh, he did not like that. He was just staring at me like, "What did you say?" My box was terrible. I opened 3 legendaries in my box, and one of them was blue. One of them was Lady Tremaine, the green legendary one, and the other one was the Minnie Mouse from Amber.
Oh yeah.
So the box are kind of, and I got a bunch of other legendaries in it, but nothing too crazy. I mean, the best I got was during sealed. I got a foil McDuck. So I was happy with
that. That's a good pull.
So my pulls weren't great. I was at a card release party with Lily. Where we opened boxes and we opened packs, and we played Pack Rush and all that stuff. And Lily had brought the boxes that we pre-ordered for us. She put them on the table. She's like, "All right, you guys decide whichever picks which box." And I won the rock paper scissors against my friend, and I picked one of the boxes. And of course, the box that he got then had the Enchanted, and that's all the good cards.
Of course.
Yeah, he had all the good cards.
Well, I was like, hey, it is what it is because I chose the box. So I guess that's it's only fair. And rather our friends have good cards than some rando, right?
That's so true.
So my chase cards. It was first not really any legendaries I like the Mickey Mouse Enchanted. That I would love that, but that's way too expensive if you even buy it. So that was for the Enchanted, but I really because I don't open that many packs. I really like to build some of that green-red Queen of Hearts deck.
Yep.
And green steel pirates. And I tried it out, and I gotta say there might be a possibility there, Greg. There might be.
I agree.
there is something there. There is something there. I don't think the code has been cracked yet, but I definitely think there's combo potential with this deck. Very different from what Green Steel was previously. I think the new Mr. Smee, the free uninkable, whenever you play an action that isn't a song, ready a pirate character.
Mm-hmm.
That card can shine.
Oh.
I because I played it at locals and it actually popped off a couple of times against Blue Steel, against Red Blue. So there might be something there. Spilling the secrets here.
Well.
Oh wow.
Talking about the party that I had. So I did a party. I think I might do it again for next set because it was a lot of fun. And
amazing, it was so much fun.
Me and my friend, we both bought a case each, and we just did a case off. And unfortunate for him, he didn't get an enchanted. I got a Show Me More. Is that what it is? Show Me More card, the one with the Queen.
Yep.
And so I got that enchanted, but my whole case failed. Like there was just not good legendaries at all. I got one Tamatoa out of the whole case.
Oh, yep.
I think in the end, like I feel like I would prefer his box because he ended up getting 2 Tamatoas. I can't remember, but he got really good legendaries that are more playable. And I think let's just not even talk about legendaries. Even the super rares or rares, he got better than me. But then talking about pre-release events, I know sealed is so fun, right? I get it, I understand. But then it's like $60 for me, $60 for my partner. That's $120. And I'm like, am I better off buying a box?
I guess it depends. Like it's what? So it's $120 and you get 6 packs plus usually 1 or 2 as prizes. So
yeah.
It's like it's about the price that you would just buy packs at. Yeah. So if you ever buy boosters, then it's about the same. So I guess it depends what your goal is, really.
I don't know, because I just felt like, and every single time I was playing, I like every single time I play sealed, I always pull smack, like nothing, like just absolute trash. Everything just goes in the trash. There's no point of me playing. So I think that's probably why I feel like it's better off me buying a like whole box. Because I just never ever put anything good. But I don't mind. So last season, my partner and I, we went around to all the sealed events. Like every single one, we went to all of them. We spent so much money. This time we only kept it at 1. Just because we wanted to play it. It's fun to play, new things with new people and stuff like that. So that was fun.
Yeah, I think we met you at Sealed the first time.
Yeah.
At set 6 at midnight release. Yeah,
midnight launch.
Me and you had. Yeah, I versed you in the first round. I remember.
Oh shit! I don't.
Yeah, I won.
Of course you did, because I always pull bad.
Yeah, no. Whenever it comes to sealed, I always end up with godlike decks. Like, not necessarily with high value cards that you want to put in your constructed deck, but I just end up with like such like fast, like well statted characters.
It must be nice.
I know. It is nice.
So did you go to any midnights this time?
We did. We went to Turn Order Thursday midnight. Yeah, it was really good. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's so good. Sorry, Coen, what were you saying?
Yeah, I think like sealed. What's like? It's not about the pools, right? It's about creating a deck with the crap you get, really.
That's right. Yeah.
Like I went to 2 sealed events this time, and not to brag, but I did win both sealed events.
Oh,
dang!
Yeah, he did too.
So I just, so I think just looking at the cards and trying to make the most out of it that you get. That's that's the most fun because I get to play cards that I will never play. Like in this set, card that I thought was really underrated for sealed. But was actually really good was Bolt, the Steel Bolt.
Yes.
Because I think what I see in Sealed is you get you get too many duds really in your deck.
Yeah.
you get maybe 10 cards that you really want, and in this set it will be like a Pascal, a Fidget, a Helga, right? Those are cards that are really good for this set. And if you're lucky, a Mushu will be really good for you, or a Kenai from the rares.
Kenai popped off.
Kenai was really good actually, especially because you don't have a lot of card draw in the format. But being able in this set to, tap your card or quest and then draw a card, discard one was really good. Because you can just, all those duds that you have to put in your deck, you get rid of them. And card quality becomes a lot better. So those were like cards where I was like, So I told everyone playing Sealed, ditch those cards. Put in the cards that, like Yzma, put in the Bolt, put in the cards that give you the ability to actually get what you want to win. And obviously Shere Khan was really strong. Shere Khan,
yes.
Just being able to quest for 4. And there's almost zero removal this set. So it's just like what was that? The fairy spell, deal 1 damage to 2 characters.
Yeah, Double Trouble or something.
Yeah, and that's only good really against Vanish, I would say, or Toby. That's why I go to Sealed. I don't go for the packs because if I know what you say, it's better to buy a box that way. But I go just because I get to play with cards that otherwise I probably never play with.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
A lot of it's sad because people obviously put a lot of time not only into designing the cards but like the artwork and stuff. And it's like this is a card you're just never gonna look at again. Like
that's so funny that you say that because at the DLC where you had Matt Chapman, right, the designer or the illustrator of a couple of cards. I let him sign one of the cards he made was Ulf, right? No one has ever played that card. It's hysterically bad, the card. I don't even know what it does anymore, but I know it was in the starter deck. That's why I have like 7 copies of it at the moment. But it was so bad, and I let him sign it, and I could see on his face he was surprised because everyone comes with Genie or comes with Fire the Cannons or something, something popular that he made. And then I'll come with Ulf, and then he looks at me like, do you want a little Pascal with him? I'm like, yes, please.
I don't even know where he's from. What?
He is from Rapunzel then, because Pascal's in it, right? I have never seen that movie,
he's
so
the mime.
I think he should be from Rapunzel.
In Rapunzel?
He's from...
I need to...
no, Tangled. That's what the movie's called.
Yeah, Tangled.
Tangled, yeah. I need to envision the actual scene that he's in. I don't remember, but...
It's in the song. It's like, Ulf is into mine, so-and-so's cupcakes are sublime, and Vladimir collects ceramic unicorns.
But they're all in the... Okay.
Yeah, in the tavern.
Yeah,
when they're singing I've got a dream,
Yeah, it's coming back to me now. It's coming back to me. Alright.
Yeah, that one's pretty... Yeah, the other one was Stampede. Everyone's like, he did Stampede. I was like, what card are you talking about? I looked at it like, this is unplayable garbage. Why is this card even uninkable? It makes no sense.
Set one.
It was good during set 1. Yeah.
Was it though?
I mean, I played it. But sometimes I may or may not misread it. Because I thought, it deals damage, but to another damage character, kind of.
Yeah. There's so many of those cards that they're just so bad. But I mean, hopefully we'll get some tools, and then a lot of these bad cards will actually become good. And I think some of the cards this set that sort of like, for example, let you challenge ready characters, I think those open some doors to a lot of these older cards that haven't seen any play. So maybe we'll see some new stuff.
For sure. Okay, so I'm going to talk about... Well, we already kind of talked about our local games. So, Coen and I went to Grand J on Wednesday. I played blue-red, but it wasn't your standard blue-red, right? It was more... and I played... Jonathan Williams' deck, and he got second with that deck at the Southside Gaming event. I think he came second with that deck. I don't know how, because but to be fair, I am not a red blue player, and I was just seeing how it goes. And obviously that's his bread and butter, I feel like, so he's very good at that deck. And I just tried it and I failed miserably, but it was still fun to play because I feel like everyone else was learning to play their own decks. My first opponent was Lemon Lime with Lady and Tramp and all those kind of things. I
love that deck.
Yeah, couldn't even pass. Like by 5th turn, I was screwed. Because she had the Shenabog in hers. And then what else? And I completely forgot about the B prep. If I B prep, it's just an easy win condition for her, honestly. And then what did I play next? Oh, I played against Ruby Steel, but it was with a child, and she was saying that her dad took all her cards.
Oh, no!
So she kind of was just playing with what was left. I mean, if I didn't win that, then there's something wrong with the way I'm playing. So I felt bad winning, but also it was a good thing because I was getting... Obviously, of course, when I play against her, all the cards I need are coming out. All the synergies were coming out perfectly. And I was like, girl, I know you're losing right now, but I just need to try out this synergy for fun. So that was that. So I won 2 over that. I feel half bad, but half not bad. And then I play against Coen, and I think, did we draw or did you just win both? I cannot remember.
You won the first round, and then I won the other 2 games.
The 2, yeah. And they were fun. They were really fun because we were both we had to really think about it. You know what we were doing.
It's tough.
So those games were fun. And then today I went to Gameology Brunswick and I tried Steel Song deck, upgraded Steel Song. Again, I think it's just something I don't really know how to play. But I just don't think Steel Song right now, in my opinion, have enough power to... Before, if you do Cindy and then you did, Let the Storm Rage On, you instantly were going to at least one character out. Instantly take one character out, draw a card, and you'll still have a body on board. Now, with the belt, it's kind of hard. You can't strength her. You do 2 damage, and then she's going to take your Cindy out if she wants, and then you just draw 1 extra card that may or may not do anything. So it was pretty difficult playing like that. I added the singing turtle in. I forgot his name.
Troubadour.
Oh, yeah, Troubadour.
Yeah, instead of Ursula. But he was always inked for me. Maybe I'm playing it wrong, like I said. Maybe I'm playing it wrong, but he was always inked for me. Strength of the Raging Fire came in clutch so many times. So many freaking times.
Yeah, that card's $20, $25, $30 now.
It's a really good card.
It's really good. Yeah, it's expensive.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I mean, it's really good because when you put all your yellows down, your ambers down, there were so many. But again, it was really hard against... the Ruby, she was playing Ruby Blue, a bit more traditional. I never saw the big Sisu down, but because she had the human Sisus, it was just quite easy. So I lost, but they were close games. They were not far off. I was off by 1 law, so each time, so it wasn't too bad. I played against Blue Steel Items. And that one I definitely had troubles with.
Yeah.
And then I played again Lemon Lime, the Tramp and Lady, and that was a draw. So not too bad, but maybe I'm just not playing it right. Anyways.
Go ahead, Greg.
I was just gonna say, I think that Steel Song, because you got so many low attack characters, it just gets wiped by Red Blue, and then Like against blue steel, none of your removal actually targets what they're trying to do, which is items. So yeah, it's a pretty bad matchup.
Yeah. No,
So-
it's the ward. It's the
Ah.
warding.
Alice.
Yeah, so she had Alice, but she also had Cogsworth, so it was ward and resist.
Ah, right, playing the heroes deck.
That's
So,
tough.
yeah,
And
sorry.
obviously, the elephant of this set is Belle.
Yeah.
There is something wrong with that card, and it is that she costs 3. That's like, obviously, turn 1 free for 0 cost is already insane. If you played any card game before, like as you said, Greg, I also played a lot of Hearthstone. I've played it for over a decade. That is just bonkers. That's game breaking. But the fact that she can sing for free, that's really what makes it stupid. Because there's no way to beat blue now in the early game as well.
Yeah, and that was always blue's weakness. Is turn 1 and 2 we usually play an item into play a ramp card. So at least for the first 2 turns, you could get a lead.
Yeah. I think if she was a 2-2, it'd be fine. Be better.
Yeah, that should just be a 1-drop though. Like then it's we'll wait and see. But yeah, it's definitely a problem card.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's no longer Diablo. It's now her. But definitely we're going to see her. I struggled a lot harder, but yeah. So, I don't know what deck I'm going to continue, but I'm still playing around. I really want to try my Mulan deck, Ruby Steel, sometime.
That'll be so cool.
Soon.
Yeah, that deck looks super fun.
But there's a lot of variations for it, so I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do.
Play the combo one, Lily. Play the combo one.
With the one with Maui Shark?
The one with Maui Shark and Fan the Flames. Go big.
And then One Last Hope.
I like that.
Yeah, that one. Like, if you're gonna do it, you gotta go hard on this deck.
I know, but I wanted to bring all the Mulan. Like, I wanted to bring, Ling, Poe, and all the whole shebang. But you kind of can't add everything. Oh yeah,
I had that one.
I'm just fiddling with cards when I'm talking, and I was like, hey, wait, I have this Mulan in my hand.
That Mulan cannot survive. I mean, it might have more survival now, but.
You can shift onto her though, so that's good.
I've seen this played in a Mulan Amber deck where you keep healing them up. Yeah, that was pretty cool. With
that was what I was playing.
Cinderella,
sorry.
Or was it Rapunzel?
Yeah, Lily
Rapunzel.
Top 8'd with that deck.
Yeah, that was my last season deck. But okay, so talking about set champs and new decks and stuff, what do you guys think you most likely would lean to coming into the new season?
I mean, if I wanted to win, and that was my only goal, it's pretty hard to look past Blue Steel at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels dumb, like really cracked right now. So, and it was already it was quite playable. I know someone top 8'd at DLC with Blue Steel, like not on the heavy items list, but on the whole new world list. They still had the dives and the Tamatoas, so it was already quite playable. And now it's just gotten such a huge boost to the early game with the bells. So yeah, I think that is going to be the big bad of this set, that deck. I think it'll be the deck to beat.
Yeah, 100%.
What I will be playing, I think I'll play Green Steel and just see if there's either a combo deck out there that can beat it, or whether you can just discard enough of their cards that a lot of these problems just go away once you shrink their hand enough.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's an interesting one, because I think Blue Steel, especially with the Tamatoa, they just reload. With the small Tamatoa, they just get 2 items back, play it for free, draw 2 extra, so they can just keep cycling through it, even if you discard cards. That's where I'm not sure even if discard can work against them.
Yeah, it's true, because they can just go fetch it from the yard.
We just have to. I think we have to crack the code still. But it's only 2 months away for set champs, so there's plenty of time for new decks to come up and maybe because for me, I think Green Steel, just like you, Greg. But then I'll play a combo kind of Ira deck with the Mr. Smee, But I'm now actually thinking I'm trying out a Queen of Hearts deck, which wasn't too bad. Like, it's definitely not going to it. Hopefully, if I'm lucky, it might get me on 8th place. It will not get me anywhere near that. It's not that great, but it's an interesting deck. Yeah, I think that's I just need maybe like an actual good player to look at it and make some changes to it. I've seen some people tinker around with green red with the Robin Hood, the legendary one.
Yeah, that's a fun deck.
And then with the sharks. But I really want to make this Queen of Hearts super rare, work. But I don't think I don't think I can do it. But
What? I'm sure
I think it's a good segue. I think it's a good segue actually to the next section when we talk about decks that can possibly beat Blue Steel, because we have seen some decks that actually were able to do it
with the LCCs. So have you been watching that fully? I mean, I have it on the background when I'm working, right? Because it's during my work hours that they're always streaming it. So it's nice to have it in the background, and I do watch and listen. And sometimes I rewatch it because sometimes I need that. Like, I need to see the cards in front of me to know what you're doing. Just commentating. Sometimes I'm like, oh, what card? So I do rewatch it. But it's been so much fun, and I'm so happy that they're doing this during the quiet down of the season. And it's fun that they will be able to change their decks.
That's new.
So they can't change colors. They can just change the deck. So they're going to stick to their colors. I think it's because apparently they didn't have a lot of time to enter in and lock in their decks. So they're able to like change it around, which I think will be fun. And you get to see them explore and upgrade. So yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I think so far, I don't know which one is my favorite deck. I have to say I am a little bit biased with a few of the players. So I haven't told anyone this before, but I did do a session with Mo during the last set champ season. I did a session with Mo, and he is the nicest guy in the whole entire universe. Like, he is so nice, and he was so patient with me, and the way that he was teaching me, he was so nice. I feel bad. I didn't end up using green purple anyways in any of the set champs because I didn't feel like I was confident enough. Like even in our session I was struggling with green purple because he got out all the decks that I said that I was having troubles with, which is like diggy hole and all that kind of stuff. And so we went through like open play, like I showed him my hand and we kind of went through plays and stuff with that, and even then I was still struggling. I was like, oh my god. And he made it extra hard because he was like, I'm gonna make this extra hard for you. I'm gonna play the card that will make me win and then you have to try and be. And I was like, okay. So sorry,
these players live on another plane of existence, right?
Yeah, they do. I did enjoy it when like DKP won DLC, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, this list is so good!" So everyone takes it to set champs and just gets absolutely obliterated. It's like he built this deck with a specific meta in mind, and also this guy's brain is like enormous. Like you just cannot pilot that deck the way that this player can pilot that deck. And if you think you can, you're just kidding yourself.
And for sure, because Mo was just so, like, the way that he was thinking and trying to teach me how I should probably think about, like, definitely when I play against an opponent, how, like, definitely what their next play I should think. I learned that I really should pay attention and understand what they might play next to help me play around it, but I could not do two things at once. I was like, it's either me pick out what I'm going to play next or figure out what you're going to play next. Like, I couldn't do both. But yeah, so I'm a bit biased. I want him to take it all the way to the top with his deck. But then Yeah, so I'm gonna stick to that. Mo's deck is my number one.
And that is a item deck.
I think he's playing. Hold on, let me click on it again.
Because I think it's his blue steel. If I'm correct.
Let me have a look. Sorry. No, he's playing blue green.
Oh, he's on the Geyser list.
Yes.
Oh, but that is spicy. I do like that.
Yeah. So I don't know, Kun, if you know him, but he was he top 8 and he's going to Worlds. Mo?
Awesome.
Yeah.
No, I don't know Mo, but
yeah,
Morgan Shamblin.
Yeah, he did green purple. So he was the guy who took green purple to NA and made it to top 8, I believe. And then and so now
let's go Mo.
No, sorry, better than top 8 because he got his invite, so he must have come further up than that.
Probably top 4 and got a pass down, I think.
Yeah, that's it. I think that you're right. So he's taken in green purple, like to go that far was amazing. So, and he was the one that started the whole Pegasus line.
I love Pegasus line. Yeah. I like him a lot more now. If he did that, because I do like the Pegasus line.
So he did that. So yeah, and he's just really fun to talk to. He's so funny. Yeah.
Have you been following the LCC, Greg?
A little bit. I watched, I think, 2 sets from who did I watch? Oh, I can't even remember. I think it was Blue Steel versus someone who was trying to play. I think it was Blue Steel versus Red Purple, and
yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Domingo versus I don't remember who. But yeah, the bounce control Red Purple list looked very underwhelming in week 1. It looked pretty bad.
Oh no, mate! No, there's no way you did look bad. That was like that's my number 1 when I get to talk about it. But man, I did not expect that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. To be fair, I was watching it at work. I had it on the side, but it did not impress me. The new cards in Red Purple just seemed to make the deck worse, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think because he was, but I think he was trying to do more of a mill deck than bounce control.
Yeah, mill deck it just doesn't have enough good stuff. It doesn't have enough stuff that you can put on the board and mill consistent. Like when you play Magic, the mill cards are usually, or a lot of them are enchantments or creatures, and it's like you put this creature on the board, and then either when it attacks or when one of your other creatures attacks, you mill. A lot of the Hearthstone cards, like what is it? Very Merry on Birthday. That's just a one and done. Like it costs you 1 ink, it costs you a card. And if you don't successfully mill your opponent, the text on it just says do nothing. So and a lot of the mill cards are just like that. Or it's like the Carpenter, I think, is a mill card, and it's like a 1/1 for 2.
That's
it's like
bad card, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, but that's my point. Like so many of these mill cards are either just one and done, or they're just so low value that if you play them, you just get crushed on tempo. So I think mill has a long way to go, and I don't know whether they're going to push it because it's. I think similar to discard, I think it's a pretty unfun way to lose the game. So I guess, I guess we'll see.
I mean, my theory is that he's just still testing for his world, right?
Yeah, for sure.
He's trying to gauge on, because a lot of these players got their world invites. So he's probably trying to gauge like what other people might play, and for sure, I'm sure he will play Red Purple again at Worlds.
He tested it, Domingo, right?
Yeah.
Like he is the EU champion, so he knows what he's doing.
Oh, for sure.
So I feel like he's just having fun. Yeah.
Is there any deck where you're like, hey, check that out?
Definitely, I really liked the lemon lime. I've always been interested in lemon lime just because it's fun.
Line. Yeah.
I love lemon lime.
Yeah, it seems fast, fun, and like this sounds mean, but non-brain too heavy. Like, because I play red, blue. Even when I used to play ruby, amethyst, like it's just like okay. I got to really think about bouncing, future crabs, future everything, like, and especially with red blue, like you just had to think so much about your future, especially when you're inking. But with green, like lemon lime, I feel like it's less thinking or less stress about the future. I just feel like it's like whatever I got in my hand, great. You know, I deal with this now instead of thinking like all my future steps. I don't have to think that far. In my opinion, maybe I'm playing it wrong. I have no idea. But yeah, so far that seems like a card, the deck I really want to try. But yeah,
that hey I find very spicy in the list.
Yeah, I think that's super cool.
It's like it's odd that there's a lot of like hey I see Lady and I see Chernobog. Those are like 2-offs in the deck.
Mm-hmm.
But that hey Bumbling Rooster. When you play this character, if an opponent has more cards in their inkwell than you may put the top card of your deck into your inkwell.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
That's really good. Yeah.
Ramp for green. That's cool, and especially in a deck like this where you want to swarm.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
I used to play that in one of my other green. I had a Hercules deck, and
Yeah.
so I had that in my Hercules deck. So it was pretty fun. It came, I wouldn't say it was OP, but it did come and play once or twice. It's not too bad.
Yeah, 2/3 of the quest for 2 that draws you a card is pretty good.
It's good early. Later in the game, not so good. Yeah.
Yeah, and especially if the entire meta is Sapphire, when you play Hey, he will definitely, you have less ink. So you will always get that extra ink from him.
Yeah. That is
but
true.
I do want to go back to that mill deck because you know
I've upset Coen.
No, you did not. Because if you watch that first match, that was crazy, right? Like he milled him, but the thing in Lorcana is you cannot mill someone to lose.
Yeah,
you can only like in Hearthstone when you start milling, you take 1 damage, and then with every mill you get 1 more damage added. So you go to 1 damage to 2 damage to 3. While in Lorcana, it is if your deck is out and then you draw a card, that's when you lose if you're out of cards. But because the rules in Lorcana are ready, set, draw, and the opponent had a McDuck manner, he still got to 2 extra the more he needed to get to 20. And otherwise, if he didn't have that manner, he would have drawn and lost. And there were some misplays in that match because he could have won with the mill deck. But I think the idea of playing Earth Giant, what the hell, you know?
I like that one. Yeah,
that is cool. The Meta Medusa, I think it's a bad card, but you know, it was interesting to see how he was using all the teapots and the chromacons, and then eventually when he had enough ink, he could just constantly board wipe really to take out all the threats.
Oh yeah.
But I agree, like it's when you think about it, the moment I forgot who Domingo played against, but the moment he knew how to get around his deck, he just started play Bell, turn 2 plays me, turn 3, just put pressure on the board, and there's no way he could deal with it. Like this deck doesn't have. If by turn 5, what can he do? He can play a Maui, and that's it. But if you already have like 4 free frees on board, you're not winning anymore. You're done. Yeah. And especially Pete's, right, as well. If he had free Pete's in hand, spice level very high, competitive level at the moment probably not too high, but I thought this was like a highlight for me because I was like, wow, actually we got to see a mill, and then not lose even though he got milled. So that was crazy. So I need to share that.
I'm sure someone will make it work though.
I think it's going to take another set of cards.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's got enough support.
Maybe Jafar set will do it for you.
I hope so. I mean, it's possible.
Because he
looks...
I feel like Jafar set is going to be really all like really mean cards.
Yeah, that's the set that I'm really looking forward to. Like, I went pretty hard last set, and this season I'm kind of taking it easy. I'm a bit less competitive, and then when Jafar drops, I'll be back.
Oh, you're like, this is my turn.
Yeah, big time.
Okay.
There'll be so many more Vanish cards, illusions, and I'm looking forward to that because that's what I hope that will be the set with a lot of illusions, because we only got 3 this set with Tiger, Cobra, and Yago. And I think it's a really interesting mechanic.
For something that they were like, learn new tricks, and they gave us 3 cards.
I thought that was really odd. You know, new keyword and then only give 3 cards. Like, then just wait for next set to push it. But you know, I think they like to do it with the storyline at the Hexfall Crown, and you know, he's already in Archazia, so this is like a precursor, I think, to what's coming.
So...
And then they dropped the legendary Jafar that like returns the illusions to your hand, but you've got like 3 illusion cards. It's like it just felt super random. Like
it's giving me Sisu flashback. You know the Sisu,
the dragon one.
The dragon,
There's still no dragons to play, really.
To draw, like if you pick up 4 cards, is it? If it's dragons, I don't know. Something like that.
I think it just keeps going, doesn't it? Or is it like a limit? I thought it just kept going until you hit a non-dragon card.
Is it?
I think
this is an exact copy of a Hearthstone card. That was also really terrible. There was like this guy that was like, I think it was like a 6-cost 4/5 taunt that, you know, you draw until you don't have a dragon. And that was a terrible card. So if that's a precursor for anything that's going to happen with Sisu,
All right. So who do you think is going to go on top? Whether you're biased or not, who do you think is going to win?
Especially with them switching decks right midway, and obviously I don't know them that well. But if I have to throw something in the air, I think red blue beats blue steel. I think red blue is better than blue steel. But maybe I'm wrong about that, and I haven't read enough into this new meta. But so Ed could do pretty well, and you know, I think I'm just rooting for my boy Domingo. You know, get that mill going. You know, but honestly, I can't tell you. It's too hard for me to tell.
LD was playing against Domingo, I think.
LD.
Yeah, LD.
Shout out to you, LD. Shout out to you.
LD is Archback's
co-host.
So he's really fun as well. I really like him.
I love him. He's such a typical British, I love it.
When he was playing at NAs, and I love watching him playing, he was like, in NA, he was like, yes, of course you do that. Yes. His all facial expressions were so good. So he's really fun. So I'm pretty sure he's going to... he played against Domingo, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that does sound familiar.
Okay, so I think Artabax as well is in this.
Yeah, he's on blue steel aggro.
Yeah, apparently his deck is super good. I don't know. All these names, I know them all and I love them all. And Moyen is so good. I definitely think DKP will be in the top 4. I was going to say top 2, but he will sure be top 4 I think. I really like Ed as well. No, I'm still going to say Mo. All right, your turn, Greg. No. Who do you think is going to take it?
I think it'll be Zan.
Ooh.
I think he's just such an elite player, and I just think he's cracked the code with this Oswald deck. So I think it'll be Zan, but we'll see. Like, I think everyone's pumping up blue steel at the moment, and it may all come tumbling down. Somebody might come up with some sort of genius answer to it. The other deck that I like, that I hope does well, is this purple steel deck by Specimen.
Oh, Speci, yeah.
Speci, yeah.
It's so funny.
I think one of the underrated things in this game is just how powerful it is to play 2 characters on a turn.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think purple steel is the best deck that sort of facilitates that. So, and particularly with the Cobra now, it's like, because this deck plays gathering knowledge and wisdom,
Yeah.
and the Cobra is like it turns one of your other cards into gathering knowledge and wisdom, but you do it for free. So I think there's
Great
something
reach.
there.
It's interesting they dropped the genies, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think he was always a big fan of Jamie. I was watching it from his point of view. So from when he was playing, I didn't watch the actual stream. I was watching like him live stream his point of view playing, and the whole time he was just like, because he was so upset that he didn't get to test it, he didn't get to like change the deck around before putting it in. So the whole time he was so upset that he didn't put his Maleficence in, the one drop of Maleficence.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty sure he said he would have taken out one of the Madrigals. I can't remember which card, but it was an Inkable. So one of the Madrigal cards, he was like, if only this was, because that's what he would substitute. And so there was one point that he had 3 of them in his hand and he couldn't do anything. And he was like, if these were Maleficents, because I would have crushed it. And he won both games anyways, right?
Yeah, his list is so aggro. Like, it is crazy aggressive.
Yeah. Like
He doesn't
12 one-drops, right?
Yeah.
Chernobog, Diablo, Broom, everything you expect from a purple steel list, really, except for the genies, I guess.
And the rabbits, there's just...
I've seen, actually, everyone's dropping rabbits nowadays. In favor for Cobra. I think they think rabbit is a bit too slow.
I don't know.
I think they just want to be more aggro.
Interesting. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, because like the card draw just seems to be Chromicon in this deck, and
I find that interesting to be, and possibly because card draw is not an issue for Blue Steel. So giving them more card draw, you're trying to win out the game before really Tamatoas start coming down and they get that whole shabam going. So it's an interesting deck, and I loathe playing against it because I always lose.
Purple Steel. It's so
always
fast.
It's too efficient as well with the bounces. I always lose against it, and I'm like, I just want to play my weird quest for 12 in one turn, Mr. Smee combo. Let me do my thing.
Okay, well, I know what I'm bringing next time.
This is I think if you play this deck, this is a high chance. Even because I don't think it's a hard deck to play either. I think this is a good deck to take to set champs if you want to get top 8.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's just so fast. I think Purple Steel is one of the decks that really lets you play 2 things on one turn, and that's what you want to do against a lot of these decks that run a lot of single target removal.
Yep.
I like that he's also the only one that's playing Purple Steel. Interesting.
Yeah, he's been on it for a while, and it's good to see. I hope he does well, because I think this is a really cool list, and I like people using the new cards like the Cobra.
Yep. Yeah, Cobra is fun. Definitely.
Good
and
reach.
I have a playset, so I can play it.
Oh, heck yeah.
Cool.
All right, so I can smell my dinner. So
What do we have in Lil?
well, Pete is the chef of the house. And he said he was going to make a salad tonight, but I can smell it, so it's like probably fresh protein. So because we had a heavy lunch today, so I don't know, but he did say he's making me salad. And I love salad, so it's good.
I love Pete. He's such a dreamboat.
Okay.
Tell him I said hi.
Yeah, I will clip that and send it to him.
He's a great guy. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna end here. But Greg, thank you for coming and having a chit chat with us.
Greg.
I really appreciate it. Do you want to give out your socials in case people want to follow you and give you some hype and love?
Yeah, sure. Twitch.tv/ultimognu, and my YouTube is the same, but ultimognu_Catan. Maybe just chuck a link in the below.
Sure.
I usually stream Friday nights Melbourne time. There's like a weekly quiz that this Australian company publishes, like 50 questions. So I do that on Twitch chat.
What?
It's called the Friday 50. It's heaps of fun. And yeah, when I started my channel, I had a bunch of like channel point rewards once I got affiliate. and most of them were around like fetching my cats, which I thought was going to be popular. And then I had one which was like I had this like stupid book with all these like random trivia questions in them. And I was like, I'll just put this as like a quest for all. No one's going to want to do it though. And then somehow I became like a trivia stream. So my trivia is way more popular than my actual gameplay, which is awesome.
Oh my god, I love that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Keen
Yep.
for
I got
this
some
Friday.
terrible trivia here if you want it.
Oh.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, it's so bad. These don't get me started.
Oh, I want to play.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, next time we're gonna have to do a Lorcana trivia, hey?
That's a good call. That'd be a fun trivia night.
Yeah, we can definitely do that like an event, and we'll do a Lorcana trivia. You know,
That'd be sick.
Entry a pack to Lily. That's your
Wow.
entry fee.
Cover charge.
Yeah. But anyways, okay. Any last words from you, Coen?
Yeah, follow us on YouTube and Spotify. I'm trying to get the podcast also on other feeds. Yeah, and don't forget to leave a comment or leave a rating or a like. That really helps out the show a lot.
Yeah.
And obviously, check out Greg.
Of course.
He's a great guy. It was a great chat.
Yeah, we do love feedback as well because we are learning. We are, learning and progressing. And also, again, this is just us having fun. We are not professionals. And I can't promise like a weekly thing. It's just more like when we have something to talk about or we have guests. We are planning future guests, and so keep around and follow us. But yeah.
Heck yeah,
Right,
thumb up and subscribe, people. Click the bell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Click the bell.
Ding. All right. Good night, everyone.
See you, Lil. See you, Coon. See you, audience.